just like that, an opportunity that I thought I was gonna have is now gone.
Welcome to the Diary of That Girl. I'm Rikki Lee, a woman who is balancing her faith and ambition on the day-to-day. As an influencer and full-time college student, I am constantly trying to take up space on Ohio State's campus as I am studying business marketing. By night, you can find me working as a Chief Execution Officer for the Rikki Lee agency, taking photography, brand strategy, and creative direction to the next level. So, let's get into it.
Well, good morning, guys. I actually decided to turn this around, and I worked from here for about 2 hours before I'm headed to my internship. I'm a professional writing experiential marketing intern for a wellness group called The Beauty Boost here in Columbus, Ohio. They have over 30 branches in different cities. Crazy. I have on this top from Shein. Shein has the most beautiful blouses that are like so cheap. They're from JCPenney. They are a really hot Barbie pink. My Kate Spade tote. I got this in December of last year. I've shown you guys this before. This is my baby. I can hold my laptop, my iPad, and my little notebook. The main purpose of our meeting today is for me to show her the different things that they can do for their conference. I've already built out like the look and feel of the Instagram stuff, and then there's just a few more things that I think they can do with their Instagram reels to brand them a little bit more. So I'm going to make like a little Instagram cheat sheet for the other interns with like an editorial guide on as to how they're speaking. So we're never saying like hey girl, we say hey gal. It's very nuanced language, but having that set in stone, especially for people who have a rotating team out, if you have lots of interns that are running your socials, like just having that in a very comprehensive guide is really nice. I've also been working with Columbus City Schools on some brand development pieces, rolling with the punches, but it is pretty busy for me on Wednesdays because I have office hours for my business, and then I go in for 3 hours for my internship, then I come home and I do schoolwork. So it's kind of crazy, but we gotta do what we gotta do. And I'm just so proud of myself because I'm on time. Like I'm normally just like a few minutes late everywhere I go because on Tuesdays and Thursdays I have an 8 a.m. class. I did not want to get up, y'all. I didn't go to sleep until 3 a.m. I was so freaking tired, but I got up anyway. All I kept hearing in my mind was allow your discipline to drive you. And so many people keep asking me, do I have senioritis? No. Like I may have senioritis if I knew for certain, like, oh, I got into this grad program, or I got this job. Then it's just kind of like it doesn't matter. But I'm checked in a way I've never been checked in before. At this point in my life, I'm like a horse. It ain't no stopping. We keep going. Knowing that a Proverbs woman is not lazy. Y'all, I was so lazy last year. I spent so much time spectating other people's lives, seeing what they were doing to accomplish their dreams. And it's just very disheartening to know that I wasted a lot of time being inspired by others instead of using that inspiration to drive me. What we all need to stop doing is trying to find inspiration elsewhere and find the inspiration from within. Have conversations with God about where it is that you want to be, things that you want to do, and I promise you, baby, He gonna start to make it happen. Check in with me maybe around March, because it's February right now. But right now, I'm locked in. Workday. We got so much done planning the conference. I've been tasked with like getting the timeline together and then also kind of coming up with really cool copy and just ideas and language to describe the different breakout sessions and whatnot. Got to talk with her business partner about my idea for the actual conference. I put together a mood board, which is what I usually do for every project that I work on. And she loved all of my ideas. I can come up with really articulate, well thought out ideas on the spot, but the fact that this is the second time this week because I presented to my Columbus City School client earlier this week, and the model that I developed is directly in line with what they were thinking, and the way in which I was able to articulate it in a way that spoke to what they were thinking about is just crazy to me. It's always fun sharing my ideas and hearing that someone else is on the same page, but I've taken what they've just merely thought about, a 6 to 7 figure conversation, and taking it to the next level. And that's always what I do with every single client that I work with, is I'm able to listen to what you're saying and just grow it. And it was so funny. Her business partner was like, okay, and I'm saying this right now, Rikki, once all of this is said and done, like, we need to be hiring you. Yeah, so you can scale this conference every single year. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy, y'all. I'm in line at Panera. I think I'm just gonna get soup. And if they have a fruit cup, fruit and maybe a smoothie. I'm just not that hungry. But y'all, I'm in all these group projects. Like, nobody told me senior year was gonna be grad applications, 5,000 group projects, working, and also trying to keep myself above water. Comment down below if you are typically the project manager of every group and the overdoer in every group. For my side, can I have some chips?
Of course.
And that's it.
Okay, I have it ready for you at the window.
Thank you. Every single class I have a group project, and it's a lot to manage, and I'm like trying to communicate with 5 different groups. I'm scheduling stuff around their schedule. Mind you, I'm probably the busiest one of all of us in every single group, but here we are. And yeah, my life has been like for the past 5 weeks. So I'm still trying to just manage all of that. Good morning, guys. Today is Wednesday. It's actually the afternoon. I am meeting with my previous boss. I used to be a social media manager for a tech company. I did that for relatively the first 2 years of my college experience. It was a great job to have as a college student because I mean, I could work from literally anywhere, and the company was based out of LA, but I just haven't done social media management work in so long, and now he just reached out to me. I am here with my little handy dandy notebook. I like to take notes just to recap anything or, you know, write any additional questions that I want to send post-meeting, so let's get into it.
The community manager also like assists throughout the growth team. So
the call went really well. God has just been affirming me in these past few months. Now that it's down to the wire and I'm having to figure out what are my next steps going to be, he continues to bring me clients. Like, okay guys, it's a new day, and right now I am working on developing a really nice cover letter. I just had to do a quick LinkedIn search to figure out who the director of talent acquisition was, and I found him, and he told me that I needed to email him. So I just CC'd him on the email, and the email just says, thanks again for connecting with me yesterday. The open role for community manager at your company sounds like an excellent opportunity. I've attached my resume and cover letter below for your review. Warmly, Rikki Lee. I'm also in an advanced marketing research class, and we have to develop a survey instrument. And I don't know about y'all, but I am Miss Look at the Example. I always do like a 2-way screen with the example the professor has provided versus what I'm developing. So I've just been reformatting the document since I sat down at my desk after I left physical therapy, just like reformatting our document to directly correlate to hers. And then I've also just been paying attention to like how she formatted things, like, and we have screenshots of the building of the survey, whereas in her survey instrument she has screenshots of the actual survey, like if she was taking it. So I just reached out to my team and I let them know that from her example, she has the screenshots from the perspective of someone that's taking the survey. So we may need to actually retake our screenshots. But personally, I feel like this is the best way to ensure you get a really good grade. I feel like when you just match their energy, they're much more likely to give you an A. We've been learning how to set up really complex survey questions like this one, where you have a whole bunch of different attributes and then it simulates a bunch of different combinations so you can test out the price sensitivity. It's a very interesting process, I will say, but this is very useful for me in my line of work because a lot of times companies will pay you top dollar to perform market research, and knowing how to work the platforms, how to set up screening questions, set up a script, like all of that is very, 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 very useful. So I just finished a working session with my group mates for my marketing projects class, and shout out to my previous job because we did a lot of work on like Figma, and so I set up this whiteboard space for us. Shout out to me. Mwah. But I set up this whiteboard space for us on Canva, so if anyone is in a class or anything like that, like definitely get into it. But I set this up and I just said it's the survey instrument to gather insights on consumer preferences for gluten-free breakfast items. We have our screener question, then we have our group questions just to group in, well, segmentation questions really to segment our audience. We have this little working flow, and then we kind of segmented further into more pillars of other specific questions, and then we have our hypotheses. So once we have all of our general questions defined, I will then color coordinate all of the questions that we have here according to which hypothesis they will be answering. And then of course, like as we're building the actual survey out, we will be able to put all of this into Qualtrics. As we're assessing the data, we can see like, okay, which two things do we want to pull together to give us a specific insight. And I think this is just really helpful for me to kind of understand, because just writing out everything on a doc, you're not easily able to like drag things around and like plug and play where you want things to go. Wow. Wow. Just like that, an opportunity that I thought I was gonna have is now gone. Oh my God, I got an email an hour ago from the guy that I sent my resume and everything to, and I'll just say thank you for the update and no worries. Oh, I'm kind of crushed. I think there's a next level for me to be unlocking in my entry-level role coming out of college, and I have a lot of experience outside of just managing social. Like I really do believe I should be in a seat where I am strategizing and I'm working with C-suite execs, the growth team, and whatever else to really grow and scale businesses in the marketing sector. So while I'm sad, at the same time I can't be, because what's for me cannot miss me. I just want to have a one-on-one moment with y'all real quick, because I am literally sitting in a moment that I have prayed for. I have wanted in so many instances to be seen, to be heard, to be appreciated, valued, and I've been so busy trying to put myself at a seat at tables that don't care about me, that really aren't about uplifting me or other young Black women. And for them to be putting on such a phenomenal event like this and to think of me, give that girl a mic, and to think of me to be someone that can represent their brand in a really great way makes me feel good, because I could have never imagined doing something like this. So the time is now like 3 something. I don't have to be there until 4:30. So I'm doing really good on time. I've lotioned up my body. I put my oil on my legs and stuff so it lasts. And I have some hair clips on my hair to shape the front the way I want it to, with like a little lift up here. So you guys want to see the dress. It literally eats. Like, attire for the event is pink, so if I'm going to be the social media correspondent, quick tip, it makes it so much easier to do your job interviewing people when you have on a piece that's very conversational and inviting. I like to use fashion as a way to start conversations with people. So I always have on some sort of statement piece, or just something that would like grasp anyone's eye and make them want to say something to me. And then I can just be like, oh, well, hey, like, I love your outfit too. Like, do you want to come talk on the red carpet? And so it just makes my job so much easier. These are the only mules that I have, and I don't want to be uncomfortable like moving around a lot, so I think I might wear these. The other heels that I have are gold, super cute. I might wear those on stage, but as far as going around working the red carpet, I think these would be much more comfortable. What would you rate this look on a scale of 1 to 10? I've done a lot of like red carpet-ish work. I did it for African Night at my school. I did it for the Alphas pageant. So I've got a little bit of experience, but this one is like on a much larger scale. It's gonna be like 900 people at this event, so I'm really nervous. but God's got me, so. I don't know where the people on my team, or at least who I've been talking to, are, but they have this really cool step and repeat, and there's like this ring light situation going on for, I guess, us to take pictures and stuff with the attendees. So I'm gonna go over my questions. So cute.
Good. I'm glad you like them.
I'm gonna write. So I'll write the behind the scenes interview questions on this one, and then the ones for the pink carpet.
Yep. Yep.
Not. And it seems like
Hi.
I'm gonna be Hi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It's nice to
You're
meet
beautiful.
you. Thank you.
too.
So are you.
Thank
I'm
you. I'm like this.
I'm in love with all the black girl magic that's in the building.
You know, absolutely.
It's just really giving in a way. Like, I needed this when I was younger.
Oh my gosh. When she saw that, I was like, oh my gosh.
My God.
Isn't that
Does it actually work?
Yeah.
Hello? It probably hooks up to something.
Yeah, I think so. Well, no, it should just be a handheld mic. I've turned it on, but
I'm wondering if it's like Bluetooth, like you could put it to the iPad.
Maybe. I think so.
Okay, I'm gonna try.
That's a question, honestly, for Miss Erin.
Okay. And closer to the time, it's 5:21. Probably gonna head to my spot around 5:30. So I'm just getting myself together. On this magic ride. Right now we're headed to my spot to interview more people. It's been really good. I just did my on stage segment. I was kind of nervous, but it went well. I have a lovely helper. Do you want to show yourself? No. You can say your name.
Hey y'all, my name is and it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure to meet the famous Rikki Lee.
I'm not
celeb in the city.
I'm not a celebrity. There you are. I'm like, where's she at? Okay. So we're doing a call for donations now. I brought the light and I brought the
Lovely.
Interviewing anybody, my niece here really wants to be interviewed.
Yes, absolutely, we can. Yes, yes.
You want to start right here? We'll get you right now. I'll take a water.
What's your name? Laura. Okay. The song that's playing is a song that I sang as a freshman in a talent show. It was like my first time really singing in front of a large crowd and like showcasing my talents, which is Andra Day's Rise Up. And today, just to see how far I've come, because then I wasn't as confident. I didn't know how talented I was, but today, standing before people, I know how talented I am. You know, you gotta rise up against the adversity and remain resilient and continue to keep going regardless of what life throws at you, regardless of how your insecurities may make you feel. You still gotta show up. That was just like a full circle moment for me now, because I'm standing before these young women and I'm inspiring them. And when I sang the song, I needed inspiration. Just as God orders our steps, He has a funny way of also ordering our stops.
Here I was, bright-eyed and just so enthusiastic about going into a role that I had already had as a college student. I wanted to be a community manager so badly because I just wanted to be able to say that I had gotten a job. That's every senior's goal, right? But in these next coming weeks, you will come to find that I am relinquishing more of the control as the sole author of my next chapters. I am starting to rely more on my faith and more on my work to pave the path for my purpose. And so as you see throughout the rest of this series in the Diary of That Girl, you will find that the workings and the belief that I have is really what is going to unfold the opening of so many beautiful doors.
Mommy, guess what? What? I got in.